Hello everyone, my name is Highwada. You are on youtube.com/a whole bunch of random letters and numbers, and today I have a great match for you between Zugswang spawning on the southwest side of the map as the Mongols versus Lakon spawning on the northeast side of the map as the Abbasid dynasty. Lakon opting to go for a scout opening instead of going for vills, so 6 default vills and then followed by a scout right away just to get some more information, get his sheep, and potentially even snipe the sheep of his opponent. But before we dive too much deeper into what's going on and what the builds are, let's talk about the map spawns here. For Lakon, we have a forward gold and forward berries, which means he's going to have to build some defenses, some walls potentially, build some towers, especially on this wood line here to get info into the stealth. We're playing on high view today, so these forests provide some vision control, some vision gameplay here. You can build towers to expose them. You can essentially put your units there and hide them on the front, and so towers can be really important here. With that being said, though, we do have another additional back gold, which is nice from Lakon, and our back stone, that's nice and defensible as well. Our hunt is pretty close to the border of the map here. I'd imagine we're not getting too much of a push here on this kind of map. That's the base of Lakon. We take a look at Zugswang, who is a Korean player, by the way, hailing from Korea, currently rated number 185 in the world, Lakon number 95. Currently, he has his Uvu up, of course, in the back, which, is actually kind of... It's tricky because having the Uvu in the back means that you're not going to have your military buildings ready to push out at the front. It's going to take longer for your military units to get across the map. But it also means that you're less susceptible to early raiding and early aggression on those military buildings. Often put our town center right on the wood line over here, which is a good choice. But our gold is very far away, so that's going to be pretty easy to raid by his opponent. And it looks like I was right. Lakon did come in here and snipe some sheep just as the Khan was coming back to the base. So Lakon really playing the advantage of opening with 2 scouts very well here. I know it's easy as someone like the Abbasids to open with 2 scouts and then not get much value out of it, especially against Mongols and against civs that are cavalry based. But it's nice to see Lakon being able to get some value there. Take a look at what's going on with our relic situation here. We have a relic up here in the north, a relic up here south of the base of Lakon, and then we have another relic just south of that. To the east of that relic and the south of the base of Zugswang, we have a relic, and up here in the north, there's a faraway relic as well. So relic control likely going to go in favor of Lakon unless Zugswang wants to have some early game pushes towards those relics. Let's take a look to see what our scouting has revealed so far. Zugswang has only found the 1 relic, which is unfortunate because the other one is just out of his sightline down here, if I'm not mistaken. Whereas Lakon seems to have scouted a little bit more. Actually, looks like he maybe did scout it, just observer glitch, not showing us what he saw. Either way. Zugswang is an interesting player to watch. I've enjoyed the games that I've seen from them so far. I like watching other regions that aren't just France or Europe or North America play this game, just because it's nice to see some potential divergence in gameplay and styles. And so far we're going up with a silver tree right away, which is interesting. A lot of times you see the deer stones come out first for the Mongols, but this is access to market that can build traders 50% faster and at 50% reduced gold cost. So it's a great landmark. It's nice. I would have liked to see the deer stones potentially, unless I'm totally off base here. Hang on. Am I wrong? Yeah, no, the deer stones. Should have probably built the deer stones first and put military aggression. So it looks like he's going for more of a Mongols economic boom over anything else. It's in range of the Uvu, which is interesting. So he's really going to go for some market trade down here. He has scouted the market down here, so he's going to know what he can do. But an interesting choice nonetheless. Do we have another scout? Oh, no, it's just the 2 down here, looking to get some aggression going at the south of the map here in the base of Zugswang. Take a look at the economy real quick here. Let's take a look at income per minute. Zugswang ahead just a bit on food, a bit on gold, and obviously the stone with the Uvu. More wood coming in for Lakon to get those military buildings up. We got 3 on wood for Zugswang versus 180. Oh, wow, that's the generation per minute versus 8 units on wood for Lakon. I might just call him the Cone from now on, honestly, just so I can remember it more easily. Either way, Abbasid going up with the economic wing right away. Always the right play. There's no other correct option. Maybe you could justify going for the culture wing to get the reduced technology upgrades if you're going for some kind of push timing or something like that. But the fresh food stuff's such a good upgrade. It's so powerful for booming your economy, and you want to get that right away in order to get reduced cost of villagers. It's what, 50%? Yeah, reduced cost to produce villagers by 50%, so not bad at all. Both players going up at about the same time. Also, Zugswang going for a stable right away to get some more scouts out, potentially get professional scouts going as well. Take a look up here. We have an archery range going up for the cone, and we don't have professional scouts or anything like that just yet. Going for a stable and an archery range, so we might end up seeing some professional scouts come out. But look down here. This is what I was talking about before. It's good that the Uvu's back a little bit to prevent some further harassment later on in the game. The scout coming out to try to defend it. The con's going to come down too to offer some support, and this is going to hold fairly well. You can only go one of two ways. You can't go towards the town center, or else it's going to get absolutely bopped by the arrow fire. Scout seemingly not doing his job and taking the engagement. Should probably step up a little bit and do that. And now we're just kind of waiting to see what these players choose to go for. Some more scouts coming out from Zugswang. Maybe going for a scout rush, actually. But a little weird on the timing for it at this point. Take a look at what's up here. We had a horseman get canceled, actually, it looks like. Oh, no, never mind. He came out. So there's a horseman there. We're building some archers as well. Are we sending those units across the map at all yet? No, it doesn't look like it. We're getting some archers. We're getting some horsemen. Going to try to get some aggression going out here from the Abbasids. And let's see what Zugswang can do to defend against this, because he's just sending some scouts out right now. We're having some scout wars, if you will. He's got some scouts back here. Looks like he's probably waiting to upgrade. Yeah, he's getting professional scouts. He's going to start killing off this deer, this hunt. You should probably start killing it off now, my friends, so that way you're just able to make the most of your time before the upgrade finishes. Because if you do it before the upgrade finishes, you'll just be able to pick them up and bring them back. As opposed to when it's done, you're wasting a whole bunch of time and having to kill the deer over and over. So let's see. Zugswang able to scout out what's going on here. He saw the archers. He saw the horsemen. And now we're just kind of seeing how he responds. Going with our pasture here, get some food economy going on top of his economy with the deer. It may have been worth just waiting a moment here, because these aren't inexpensive structures by any means. A pasture costs 150 wood, and sure, it gives you a lot of great food generation, but does it make sense to go that route when you have all these hunt right here and you're just upgrading professional scouts? In my opinion, not so much, but these guys are a lot better than I, so I'm not going to sit here and tell them what to do. Looks like we're sending a lot of units towards the south of the map here. Looks like we're, I don't know exactly what's going on down there, but Lacone's scouting this out, seeing what's going on over here with the trade. Must have been aware. Actually, you know what? He scouted what landmark that his opponent went up with, the silver market. So by going up with the silver tree, rather, it just really shows your hand a lot, right? It shows exactly what you're going for. You're going for market trade. Now we have idle traders, which is not good. They weren't able to gather much gold. This one's going to get picked off. I think we have another one get picked off back here as well. And they're just going to take control of this market area. You could see these traders going up to the north and gathering gold from this market instead. But I have my doubts about that. We have the forward outpost coming up for defense of the gold, which is smart from Zugswang. And these horsemen are going to try to get in, get some harass going, get some more information. Right now, we don't have any actual military units per se for Zugswang. We just have a whole bunch of traders and scouts. Where are our scouts right now, actually? I think they may have died earlier. A couple are down here, but a couple other ones have died. And we have a whole bunch of idle food villagers right now. Looks like they don't know what they're doing. That's okay. Take a look at the base of Lacone for a moment here. We're still just sitting on the same military buildings. Nothing else going on here. We have an engagement in the south. Khan just shooting some shots off at their opponent, archers. And they might need to wall up soon or put another tower. Yeah, they're putting the outpost here to defend the wood line. Very smart play. I don't know why he sent these guys back here. Take a look at the revealed map. He knows that he's going to get greedy and want to get more value out of those traders. So he's going to go down to the market and see what he can find. And take a look at all of the map. And he knew. He saw them. He must have had some kind of suspicion and brought them back. And is going to defend them now. And he doesn't have much military to fight this. He can't do too much. He invested so heavily in the traders in such an unsafe area. It may have made more sense to build this building, put it across the map somewhere, halfway through in a hidden area, and have the traders go that way. But then again, your landmark would be not defensible anymore. So I don't really like this build from Zugswang here. I don't think it was the right choice. Losing another trader here. How much does a trader cost for him? 75 wood and 37 gold. So it's not the most expensive in the world. It's not like he's losing a full cost unit by any means because of the advantage he gets from having this landmark. But still, a lot of idle time, a lot of resources that aren't generating more resources. Investments just aren't paying out. And now, where are his traders still? Oh, he put them in here. So he has his traders in the outpost. That's hilarious. Take a look at Zugswang, or not Zugswang, Lacone, see what he's up to. We got some more horsemen coming out to reinforce that front. Lacone having 2 idols right now on this house, whereas Zugswang has 5 right now. Where are these idol villagers for Zugswang? Oh, it's just the traders that count as idle economic units. Gonna try to raid this gold. You're gonna see the tower go up, and that's gonna take care of this specific horseman. Rest in peace, my friend. You did your best, but it wasn't good enough. Now they're just gonna pop back out, get back on the gold. And map control right now so far in favor of the Abbasids, which again is just because the style and the strategy that Zugswang went for just doesn't lend itself to being able to take map control. The Yam network and the Deerstones really help with that kind of thing. And he still has no real like military to fight this. I don't know what he's waiting for necessarily, but he's got to get going soon or else he's going to get in deep trouble. He's got a blacksmith going, that's great, but it's not going to do much for him if he has no military units to put it on. Take a look, military 5 for Zugswang versus the 19 of Lacone. Lots of archers down here getting more snipes on the traders again. We got the horsemen up harassing the gold, trying to get some picks, trying to take out a scout. And we already have a second TC from Lacone. So Lacone, income per minute here, he's way ahead in food. He's going to be ahead in gold in a moment here with 2 vills versus the 5 of Zugswang, but that's going to go up in a moment once he has his double production coming out. Food's going to be crazy for him. Stone's even higher now, too, oh, sorry, Stone's still higher for Lacone. Once he's able to saturate these villagers, it's going to be, or these town centers, going to be quite interesting situation that Zugswang will be in. Zugswang. Now, take a look at, let's take a look at villager count here. Oh, hang on, we have an engagement come down here. Opting to go for a tower here, but canceling at last second, trying to get something a little bit closer to the wood line, and now the Khan's going to harass this this villain, and it might get denied for a moment here. Canceling it just in case, and yeah, villager does get killed. Advanced tower, forward tower on the tree line does get denied, and he's going to be able to safely secure this wood line for a little bit longer. And he's going up for some archer ranges of his own. I would have liked to see some horsemen come out to counter these archers because they're going to be really effective against them. But nothing coming out just yet. Even if the Abbasids were able to make a switch over to crossbows later in the game, it still makes more sense to go for some horsemen here to counter out these archers. There's a lot of mass of them. And there's only 2 horsemen out here right now on the front. We got some more building at home. And Zugswang actually going up a little bit earlier than his opponent into Castle Age. Looks like he went up with the step. Okay. The step redoubts to get some more gold income, which is, you know, smart. But again, it's just so forward. It's going to be hard to defend this area for a super long time unless it puts up some more defensive infrastructure. Traders, where are the traders at? Are they still doing a thing? Are they chilling? They're just chilling in this. He doesn't want to go for this right now. I don't know if he's scouted this tower yet. Unfortunately, with the observer glitch right now, it's not going to show us what's going on down here. But this outpost has vision over this market, and he's going to take control of that area of the map again. Just being denied any opportunity of moving out on the map by his opponent. Archers pulling off for now, generating some more archers at home. We're on how many ranges? Let's take a look. We're on 1 range, 2 stables, and 2 barracks up now. Actually, we're getting the second one up in a moment here. Switching over to a farm economy. We still have 14 sheep under our town center, but getting the farms ready just in case, so that way he doesn't lag behind when things go south. Gonna move the step. I wonder where he's gonna move it to. Is he moving it up there? It'll be interesting to see where he goes with this. I would imagine he'd probably want to keep it relatively close by. Yeah, he's going to keep it right on the front still. I don't know why he picked it up, honestly. Maybe to try to counter any push that could come from this direction. Either way, these villagers are going to drop off at the Gur for some reason, because they weren't just in a good enough position to drop off towards the step. And now, I'm going to take a look at current resources here. Zugswang ahead a little bit, but in wood and gold, Lacone's just absolutely dominating. We have 51 villagers versus the 43 of Zugswang, so quite a ways behind economically. He needs to make some kind of push here. He needs to get something going, or else he is going to be in trouble. 11 idols. We have the 5 idol down here. I guess we had some other idols around for the gold, potentially. Hasn't moved out anywhere else on the map yet. These traders are just sitting doing nothing. Again, just a whole bunch of resources doing absolutely nothing for him. And his opponent's just going to keep going and keep upgrading. We have no upgrades from our blacksmith just yet for Lacone. Take a look at the blacksmith of Zugswang, and we do actually have ranged attack upgrades. So he's going for Mangadai, it looks like. Okay. I mean, now's the time. If you're going to get the Mangadai out, now's a good time to do it. Get some harass off from these archers, clear the map a little bit. Mangadai, not the strongest unit in the game by any means, but still decent enough. And we're getting some more push out here with some more archers. And the Mangadai are going to engage here with a scout leading the charge. And these archers get cleaned up nice and easy. And I wonder, yep, he sees the scouts coming up back with the hunt. Gonna see if he can get anything done with that. Not able to accomplish too much. And the professional scouts working out for the Mongol player for sure, getting a lot more food income because of that. But still, take a look at the number of villagers on for Zugswang. 19 versus the 35 on food for Lacone. So what does that mean for us? What does that mean for this player? Well, it means we're probably going to go for a unit that requires a lot of food at some point. I would imagine we're probably going to go for something along the lines of potentially some lancers, some camels, just to chase down a Mangadai even too. Archers aren't going to be able to do too much against them, honestly. They're kind of sitting ducks. They get kited and baited, and Mangadai can just do a lot of damage to them. We might also see some spears coming out soon, hopefully. We already are up in the castle age now for Lacone. A little bit behind, opting to go up with the military wings. Now we can get the camel support, where camels increase the armor of nearby infantry by +1, so that would be great for mixing in, yep, some men-at-arms. Definitely some kind of military melee unit coming out. So I imagine we're probably going to see potentially some camels come out to buff the armor, like stated in that upgrade. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. Still tower control down here. He's actually got a scout in there to fire arrows at the traders so they do come back. And are those traders dead? No, those traders are now actually going to the north. But a town center going right on this market. Lacone with great awareness, knowing, hey, this guy's going to just keep trying to go to the markets because of that landmark. He has no other option but to keep trying to go for them. So let's deny it. Let's set up our secondary, or tertiary, how do you say that word? Our third town center in the north side of the map next to this northern market. And sure, these units are bringing home a lot of gold, 164, but they've been idle for so long, it's not going to be of much value overall. And looks like Zugswang going to try to go for some snipe of hunt at the top of the base of his opponent, of Lacone. And that should work out a little bit favorably for him, deny some food potentially. But Lacone's just been going for the berries the whole time. That's why he has so much more food and he's so much more ahead this whole game. We got the men-at-arms coming out now. We got archers coming out. Mangadai doing a good job cleaning up a little bit of a fight here. Going to get some harass off on the gold vein of his opponent. Getting a couple of villager kills. There's 2 down there, 3 but before. And archers are able to kind of sit themselves up though and get a couple shots off here, some volleys. And men-at-arms just aren't able to keep up with the Mangadai. So let's take a look at our blacksmith for a moment here. It could be worth looking at some... Oh, he already does have his ranged armor. Cool, perfect. So the second he saw Mangadai, it looks like he went up to some ranged armor. It was a good choice. But these men-at-arms aren't able to chase down the Mangadai and they're going to get baited over and over and over. Let's see what we're building in the back of the base here. We're still massing some more Mangadai. We got 3 more coming out right now. What's our production look like here? Getting our iron undermesh upgraded ourselves, Zugswang is, and then we're getting some more Mangadai as well from the base. Uvu is depleted. Where has our Uvu moved to? Is it down here? Yeah, it is. So he has the silver tree down here next to the Uvu, sending it across the map to get more, the most gold as possible. He needs to move his military buildings over sooner rather than later. I see it from a lot of people where they don't move their military buildings when their Uvu's depleted, and it ends up being quite damaging to their military production. And we have a bit of an engagement coming up here. Some harassment going to come on this town center with the Mangadai. Going to probably be able to do a little bit of work here, not too much. All these villagers, 10 exactly, which is awesome. 1 more coming out just as we speak, but Lacone having all 10 villagers going there and taking off 1 Mangadai, taking off 2 Mangadai. Going to be a couple more that come off soon, hitting Golden Age as well. And obviously with this knowledge that the Zeniths were coming and the Zeniths were up here, able to push out the horsemen and get a little bit of damage done on here. I would love to see a counter push at this point, get a little bit more damage done on the economy of Zugswang and kind of finish him off almost. Take a look at villager count, 82 versus 66 in favor of Lacone. This is just looking like a very one-sided game, unfortunately. Yeah, really needs to get these military buildings on that Uvu to get the most value out of them. Looks like a lot of Mangadai did get cleaned up. These traders get cleaned up as well. They're not going to be able to run. They're not going to be able to hide. We do have an outpost coming up from Zugswang with a Springald on it to try to do a little bit of damage here, a little bit of control, but it's not going to be enough. This is going to go down fairly easy, especially with the men-at-arms present now too. This trader is going to get taken out as well. And is he producing more? No, thank goodness. There's no point in producing more. He's going to switch off now and go to this market down here, which Lacone will have knowledge of. Putting up another tower in the blind spot right now, but probably going to be able to find that in just a moment with a little bit of movement and scouting. But knows he's getting hit by arrows, so now he knows that a tower is here. Lacone population blocking himself. Very low pop right now for the Mongols player, Zugswang. And it's an interesting game here. You kind of hate to see it when someone goes for a unique strategy and it doesn't work out necessarily as well as it could have. I'm having deja vu. I feel like I've said that in a video before, but I digress. Mangadai coming out from for the battle here in the middle of the map. Vision control being denied by Lacone against Zugswang, and now we are going to have a bit of an engagement here, not microing his units nearly enough, and villagers getting taken out by the horsemen. Couple Mangadai going down by the men-at-arms, and that's a great exchange for Lacone. Take a look at the military here. Zugswang has killed 40 and lost 30 right now, so still ahead technically, but it's not by much, and we have some Mangonels coming out as well. Those are going to do a lot of work versus the Mangadai. Horsemen taking the engagement as well, trying to pull away from the control that he has on the bottom of the map to be able to get the market going again, and sending a whole bunch of villagers, sacrificing a whole bunch of his economy for a moment here. It looks like a lot of woodcutters down here just to siege this down and get the gold economy going again. Both players sitting on a lot of gold though. Current resources, almost 2k gold for each player. Looks like we're not quite ready to go up to the Imperial Age at anytime soon, but Mangonels back here are going to be moving out, trying to take some shots at these veteran now Mangadai. Men-at-arms, archers in the mix, horsemen. What do we have going on in the base here right now? We gotten our fresh food stuffs. We haven't gotten agriculture yet. We don't have bloomery yet. We have all of our ranged attack upgrades and we're close to our ranged armor upgrades. And this tower now going down the scout, going to take a little engagement. Actually going to get a pick on the scout, which is absolutely hilarious. But Zugswang going to say, okay, I need to reinforce this area with more vision. I need to get some towers up in order to control this. And now also at the same time making a push to the front of the base of his opponent. But the military of Lacone is actually here at the bottom of the map. And he's going to go for a bit of a push here on his enemy's bases with men-at-arms and some Mangonels. The thing is now is that the Mangadai are going to have to get in there and get some picks on the Mangonels. But arrows don't do that much damage versus siege. Oh my god, look at this. He's walling in the market. That's hilarious. He's walling in the market to try to deny any further gold generation from his opponent. He's going down here. Okay, so this pushes to try to deny more market usage by Zugswang, and these Mangonel might get a little bit of damage on them, but not too much. Again, arrows don't do that much against siege, and some more Mangonel going down. Great shots coming out from the Mangonels. And this is a bad engagement. He should pull off here, build some barracks, get some units up, maybe get some siege of his own. The second you see this coming up, you got to imagine that you're going to need some Springolds of your own to counter it. So many traders and none of them with any gold, still just getting denied by the presence of Lacone on this side of the map and not being able to go up here because the wall is just, that's just going to block it off. Maybe he ran out of wood and wasn't able to finish it right away, but either way, that wall is going to do quite a bunch of damage when Zugswang realizes after he tries to send his traders up to the north again. Some gold on these guys for sure. Lacone sees them, however, and he's able to get some picks probably. One going down, two probably going to go down as well. Mangonel able to siege down this outpost very easily, and honestly, this push is probably going to be it. I don't see a way that Zugswang can really get back from this. He kind of invested too heavily in the Mangadai, and they just don't do that much work versus siege. He has no counter siege of his own. He's getting more stables up, and he's going to mass some scouts to try to take out the siege in the back line. Scouts do have a bonus against siege, able to run back there and do some damage, but not going to be enough most likely. We're capturing a sacred site somewhere. Where's that? Oh, over yonder. So it looks like we do have a imam out who was maybe looking for a relic. I'm unsure 100%. Where's our mosque? Right here. So we don't have any relics in there right now. He knows there's a relic right here. I'm surprised he didn't go for that first, as opposed to the sacred site. But some siege rams coming up. Some battering rams. Going to try to break down this base here. Honestly, at this point, moving your stuff is what you have to do here. I think that if Zugswang had taken his base earlier, once he got denied in this market here and he had vision of this one, if he had taken his town center, put it close to this market here and just left his little landmark out further away on the mini-map, then that may have been a way to avoid the loss of resources from all those idle traders. And again, those traders just did not work out at all for him. Again, getting map control for Lacone, sieging down the towers in the middle of the map. Going to send a battering ram in. No real military here to counter this, and this is going to be game for Lacone. I don't see how Zugswang can come back from this at all. So while we have a moment here, I will say thank you so much for watching this video today. I really appreciate it. Zugswang going to try to make a last attempt here to survive. Mangonel's going to get some shots off, take out a lot of units here. Bada bing, bada bop. Lots of damage on the town center. Backline, these scouts trying to take out the Mangonels, but men-at-arms are back here to counter that as well. So with crossbows and the horses in the front, this is just going to be too much to handle, and he's not going to really get away with this. If you like the video, make sure to leave this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure to subscribe for more content just like this. I upload every Wednesday and every Saturday, sometimes some double uploads to come with it to spice up your life a little bit. We have some more units coming out as well. We have more reinforcements at the base here. Take a look at the economy here. 58 bills versus 112 for Lacone. There's just nothing he can do. Take a look at income per minute. Lacone is so much further ahead. Even if he lost his whole army, he could reinforce this in like not even the span of a whole minute and be totally fine. So that's going to be GG's, I believe, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. Again, make sure to subscribe and like the video for more. God, I love Age of Empires 4. Don't build the silver trade post or market or whatever it's called. It's just not worth it on Mongols currently. You're going to get denied all the space in the map. You got to take map control for that first. And if you're going to take anything away from that video, remember that Mongols take map control. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.